The mansions of the moon, and their daily effects on your life and spirit. The moon has been associated with our lives and spirits since we first set foot on the planet. Mysterious, ever-present, and somewhat awe-inspiring, the moon affects both the tides of the oceans and the tides of our lives and emotions. Of all the celestial bodies, it is the closest and most influential. Its effects are ever-present. Understanding those effects on our lives and spirits is key to understanding ourselves. We all know the moon orbits the Earth in 28 days. What that means is that it travels through the entire zodiac in 28 days. Each 28 days it moves completely around the zodiac from the beginning of Aries to the end of Pisces. Now, if you divided the zodiac into 12 parts, you get the familiar sun signs like Aries and Pisces. But when you divide it into 28 parts, you get what are called the mansions of the moon. The mansions of the moon are the 28 parts of the zodiac that the moon visits on its monthly orbit. The tides and energy of the moon each day is directly related to its position in the zodiac, that is, which mansion of the moon it is currently in. The origins of the mansions of the moon are lost in the mists of history, and many websites and books still use the ancient Arabic names and meanings that were written 5,000 years ago for the princes of India. But names such as Al-Hana, which means the camel's brand, and influences such as advantage for laying siege to enemies, is a bit out of date. This video uses the common English names of the mansions, which are much easier to understand and which are much more relevant to our modern times. But regardless of the names you prefer, understanding the powerful effect of the moon on our emotions and feelings means understanding where the moon is in the heavens and what influence that location has. That is done by knowing which mansion of the moon it is currently in and what the energy of that mansion is that is affecting our lives and spirits. We use the crystal daily horoscope to do exactly that. With a few crystals, it keeps track of the moon's moonrise, moonset, phase, and location in the zodiac. You can find one at crystalvaults.com/horoscope. Here is a brief introduction to the 28 mansions of the moon. As we go through them, you will see how their energy is connected to your life and spirit. We start with Mansion 1. The Mansion of the Sacred Flames. The Mansion of the Sacred Flames is a fire energy mansion. When the moon is in the Mansion of the Sacred Flames, it is a time of benevolence and giving. The universal life force is at its strongest and focused almost exclusively on rebirth and regeneration. 2. The Mansion of the Hearth. The Mansion of the Hearth is a fire energy mansion. The open hearth is where our ancestors gathered for their meals, fed their young and rested after a day of labor. The poetry of food and flame through the ages is found in the comfort of the hearth. Family time is the lifeblood of happiness. 3. The Mansion of Dawn. As the moon transits the third mansion, one of fire and earth energy, we are in a time of enlightenment and banishing darkness and dark thoughts. The energy of the universe is that of growing hope, creativity, and courage, which we all need. 4. The Mansion of the Herbalist. The Mansion of the Herbalist is an earth energy mansion. As the moon transits the fourth mansion, we are in a time of physical and mental healing from the herbal energy of the planet. We ignore ourselves too often. 5. The Mansion of the Eagle. The Mansion of the Eagle is a mansion of earth and air energy. This is the mansion of vision, and spiritual connection to the divine. We have spirits that need to connect and soar occasionally. 6. The Mansion of the Sky. The Mansion of the Sky is a time of air energy. While the moon is in the Mansion of the Sky, it is a time of expression and creativity which has always been essential to our humanity. 7. The Mansion of Free Spirits. The Mansion of Free Spirits is a mansion of air energy. As the moon transits the seventh mansion, the energy is that of empowerment and the essences of true free will. Now is a time to choose. 8. The Mansion of the Lake. The Mansion of the Lake is a time of water energy. While the moon transits the eighth mansion, it is a time of reflection, and a time for deciding what is shared and what is kept from sight. 9. The Mansion of the Sea. The Mansion of the Sea is a time of water energy. This is a time to use this water energy to grow your devotion and flexibility in your relationships. We all have to give and take. 10. The Mansion of the Storm. The Mansion of the Storm is a time of water and fire energy. The energy is that of dealing with chaotic elements and weathering the storms we all face, it seems way too often, in our lives. 11. The Mansion of the Alchemist. The time of the moon in the Mansion of the Alchemist is a time of fire energy. While the moon is here in the 11th mansion, take advantage of the energy of discovery. Work on your inventions. 12. The Mansion of the Red Dragon. The Mansion of the Red Dragon is a time of fire and earth energy. Your time of good luck is at hand, and it will be short-lived as the moon spends but a few hours a month here. We certainly need luck, and it is time to use it. 13. The Mansion of the Valley. The time of the moon in the Mansion of the Valley is a time of earth energy. This is a time when the energy is that of life sustained by the energy of plants. 14. The Mansion of the Mountains. The Mansion of the Mountains is a time of earth energy. As the moon transits the Mansion of the Mountains, it is the time of spiritual strength, but the earth energy strength of solid physical support to the needs of the spirit. 15. The Mansion of Wings. The Mansion of Wings is a time of air energy. When the moon is transiting the Mansion of Wings, it is time to soar. Do what you do, but at this time do it as well as possible. 16. The Mansion of the Clouds. While the moon visits the Mansion of the Clouds is a time of air energy. While the moon is transiting the Mansion of the Clouds, take pleasure in the transitory elements of your life. See the child smile. 17. The Mansion of the Snows. The moon brings the energy of air and water during the Mansion of the Snows. While the moon is in the 17th mansion, take the time to see the wonder of life. Go outside, regardless of the weather. Feel alive, feel free, and feel human. 18. The Mansion of the Stream. The time of the moon in the Mansion of the Stream is one of water energy. When the moon is in the 18th mansion, draw the strength to persevere in the face of whatever difficulties appear to be in your way to the life you seek. 19. The Mansion of Steam. While the moon transits the Mansion of Steam is a time of water and fire energy. While the moon is in this mansion, use the energy of steam to power your activities towards your goals. Reach up, strive, use every muscle and idea you have. 20. The Mansion of the Flame of Passion. This is a time of fire energy. When the moon is in the 20th mansion, really take some time to examine what you truly want and what you truly care about. 21. The Mansion of the Aurora. While the moon visits the Mansion of the Aurora is a time of fire energy. When the moon transits the 21st mansion, take time to dream and to wonder. 22. The Mansion of the Deserts. This is a time of strong earth energy. When the moon transits the 22nd mansion, take some time to review how you live and what risks you take. 23. The Mansion of Trees. The time is one of earth energy. When the moon is in the 23rd mansion, we all need to be naturalist for the time. Find a way to do your part to help preserve the natural beauty and bounty of Mother Nature. 24. The Mansion of the Wind. While the moon is in the Mansion of the Wind is a time of earth and air energy. When the moon is transiting the 24th mansion, it is time to be a bit more flexible in your life and to take a chance or two on a new experience. 25. The Mansion of Breath. While the moon is in the Mansion of Breath is a time of air energy. When the moon is transiting the 25th mansion, be thankful for the breath of life you take. And share that breath of life with others. 26. The Mansion of the Waves. This is a time of air and water energy as the moon travels to the Mansion of the Waves. When the moon is in the 26th mansion, it is time for you to again focus on your goals and set a path that you will follow without deviation. 27. The Mansion of the Bridge. The Mansion of the Bridge is a time when the moon brings us water energy. When the moon is transiting the 27th mansion, it is a time to find ways to bridge differences with your family and friends. 28. The Mansion of the River. The Mansion of the River is a time of water energy. When the moon transits the 28th mansion, consider the moves and flows of your life. Is it going in the direction you wish? During each month as the moon travels around the zodiac, visiting each mansion, your life energy will be maximized for the energy of that mansion. Connect with your spirit and the universal life force. Bring the moon into your life. Track its journey and make its energy fulfill your life and spirit. Learn how to do so easily and accurately each day using the Crystal Daily Horoscope at crystalvaults.com/horoscope.